Madon's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Us man are down in the DM. Down in the DMs. Madon's finesse it in Sweden. Sweden. Feel it up with no feeling.
Cup of fam, welcome to Comments Below. It's a Monday to show you. Leave your comments below. I'm Poet. This is Vooj. Wagwan Paul. What you saying, fam?
Man's tired,
saying? MTV thing?
Yeah.
Man's out here hosting MTV gigs. Gang. Shout out Paul. Fucking. Obviously, me and Timsy were in Russia. I've got a bit of
it looks sick.
It's so cold. I'm definitely ill.
Who did you speak to over there?
We spoke to. Well, my favourite one was Pusha T.
Oh, hell no. That's bad
amazing.
boy. I see that. I didn't know you spoke to him. I just spoke to him. Picture. Interview. Proper thing.
Pusha T.
What was he like?
Just calm.
I was
fanboying. Chabi Alonso.
Oh, yeah, but we spoke to him.
Podolski.
No way. Lucas, did you speak to him?
Yeah. Del
He's
Piero.
bare cool, innit? Zidane?
And Zidane.
You spoke to him?
Every interview. Separate interview. Everyone.
So
watch out for that content coming very, very soon.
You, man,
Shout out
done your thing. That's what you call doing your thing.
Hey, bro, Russia shirt's decent.
Fam, not even that. Your Russia jacket is big, man.
I got a wavy one. I should just do it in a jacket the whole show.
Chain, fam.
Hey,
I'm like, man's not hot.
Man's not hot, fam. What? Mad, fam.
That is bad, boy.
I'm gonna do the show like this, fam. Fuck it. A couple comments before we do talk about football. Sam Griota says, new intro idea. Poet takes the ball down the pitch past two defenders. We're all for defending. Zidane like an elegance movement on the ball. 25 yards later, that's a ripper banger. Man like Emma Hesse comes out of nowhere, slides and breaks for later than half ending his career. What happened to the Sweden song in the background? So what do I do? Cause
I can't lie to you, I was with it until I broke my leg.
It is kind of trolly though. Callum Bird. Watching comments but always puts a smile on my face. Doesn't matter if you're having a good day or bad. Watching Poet and Ridge always makes it a better day. Have a nice. Mate, you fucking legend.
Buy a jumper.
I'm glad you're having a nice. They're done. Pretty in Pink is done forever. Ilhan Kasapor. Shout out Poet for calling Gabriel Jesus Gabriel Yeezys. Sounds like something a Serbian father would say. Jebote moj dečko.
Gabriel Yeezys. Let's not talk about Yeezys after what happened to Stormzy. Let's just leave it all alone, bro.
People are saying he's wearing fake Yeezys.
It's mad in the dunya. You see Twitter? You could be Jesus Christ. Twitter will hold no respect. They don't care. Jesus, you got fake Yeezys. Man's on you, fam.
Obviously, it's an international break thing, obviously, this week, innit, Paul?
Yeah, of course. It's
Shout out international breaks. I actually like international breaks, as does obviously Ellie Menjum. Shout out to the documentaries. Check them out on Copa Noventa. Bang. Northern Ireland against Switzerland. We're going to start there. Switzerland winning 1-0, obviously. First leg, second leg, man. 0-0. It wasn't a penalty in the first leg, really. Northern Ireland were close, man. Goal line clearance. I was watching it. The pitch was diabolical.
I watched the Switzerland-Northern Ireland game in Switzerland. I watched the first game in and out, but Switzerland just were outclassing them anyway.
They were outclassing them
completely.
But last night, I think it was Johnny Evans went up from 88th minute to head it in, and that Rodriguez guy clears it off the line.
Left back, good player.
Yeah, it wasn't meant to be for Northern Ireland, but if we're going to be honest, Switzerland did outclass them, had so many chances in the counter-attack.
Yeah.
Could have scored like 3 or 4. Switzerland, I believe they only lost one game in their group. Portugal obviously went through, beat them. But they only lost one game and finished second. They didn't deserve not to go through to the World Cup. It's like you've only lost one game, won basically 8. For you not to go through would have been quite unfair. Northern Ireland, I think their group was a bit easier as well. So we have to give it to the Northern Irish. They've improved, made some amazing songs. I wish they were there at the World Cup. I wish their fans were there.
So do I.
They create a great atmosphere. They really, really do. But Will Griggs, it will not be on fire in Russia. Let's shout out to the other island as well, actually, because Republic of Ireland played Denmark. I believe the next game is tonight or tomorrow, but it is 0-0 first leg. They played away. So it's still up in the air. They can make it. I want the Republic of Ireland to make it. Once again, quality-wise, they're not really great. I watched them in a group against Serbia.
But I do trust Roy Keane.
But Roy Keane I trust. And they're a bit of a play it long side. They're very British in their kind of way of football. But you want them to go through as Republic of Ireland. But let's look at their fans, how they were having fun with a lady shopping in Victoria's Secret. Sweden against Italy. 1-0 to the Swedes, Paul. Obviously, you rep Sweden. The Dons were finessing it in Sweden. Johansson, 61st minute. I mean,
deflected strike.
The deflection was something out of Stranger Things.
It was mad. I saw 11.
Fam, a Demogorgon headed that in, fam. That was mad.
It was 11. She was like,
the Sweden guy scored, and you see he starts bleeding at the end. He's like, play Italy tonight away.
Yeah.
What are you saying? Because you watched the game.
I love Sweden so much. I genuinely think Italy are going through though.
Because your Don's finesse it in Sweden.
Fam, we were finessing it. Like, do you know one thing about the Swedish that they found back in, like, they just rediscovered it. Obviously, the Scandinavian world is quite full of Vikings and stuff. Them man were on this fighting thing, challenging everyone, slide tackling, closing everything down. Yeah. But I feel like it will mean nothing when we don't go Russia.
Italy's going to bang them.
Yeah, Russia's going to... Come on, man. Russia,
you can't not have Italy at the World Cup, innit?
Do you know what's so mad, though? We heard an interesting fact that Italy have been to 14 straight World Cups. And the last time they didn't make it to the World Cup, it was in Sweden.
You're talking...
Thank you, Vuj.
It's all right, no problem. It's a decent shirt, though. I don't think it's decent kits, you know?
Blood.
Russia kit, that kit's all right.
Kit
the Germany kit's all right.
The mad thing is, this is a medium, but man's going to try and work with it. So.
You can try and work with it.
Timsy's thrown to us and said, do you reckon Ibra will come out of retirement despite the fact he's retired? And I'm like, nah, but this potentially could be clickbait, but yeah.
This potentially is a conversation which we want to get more views from. However, do you reckon Ibrahimovic should come out of retirement for the World Cup? I say why not. I say why not, but it just doesn't feel right. No, I can't even lie, fam.
Stay where you are, guys.
I mean, leave a comment if you think he should, but I'm not going to lie to you, man. I really don't think he will. Basically, if Ibra comes out of retirement for the World Cup...
Russia, Timsy can slap me in my face.
On show live. Not live.
In Russia.
All right, cool. There you go, lads. We had the conversation. Poet was saying no chance. I'm saying it probably won't happen. But if he does come out of retirement for the World Cup, Timsy can slap Poet in Russia in the face on the game. Bang. I want to throw it to the copper fam, but I want to do a cricket throw.
Is it?
Yeah.
Go on then. Let me just make some space for you. That is incredible.
Throw it to the copper fam. What do you guys think about Northern Ireland? Can they make a next tournament? You're going to miss Will Griggs. Ireland themselves, can they make it tonight? Italy, Sweden. What are you saying? Ibrahimovic. And will Sweden keep that result? And Buffon. I mean, Buffon not being at the World Cup, that's mad. Leave a comment below, let us know what you think. Croatia against Greece, it was 4-1 to the Croats in the first leg. Basically, it was over. I mean, Greece going forward, it's just like...
Yeah, but look, I didn't watch the game, but from seeing when they scored, it made it 2-1. They made it interesting.
They did,
by 90 minutes, big man, they knew they weren't going Russia.
Look at this home game, fam. 0-0. Obviously, you're trying to get a couple goals in. Ends 0-0. It just kind of...
What do you say as the Greece manager to your team as you're 4-1 down with a second leg? You've never really been known for scoring goals. You're a defensive team. Like, what do you say? And you get a 0-0.
Last year, I remember watching them thinking, why did you even qualify? But look, you don't have a Euro title to your name. So if Serbia were to win a World Cup or a Euros, we don't ever have to qualify for anything ever again. Throw us out of all international competitions. I'll take that.
Because then you leave on top.
Throw us out.
Yeah, your last memory is you lot winning.
That's it. If you're Greek, leave a comment below. What's happened to the national side? And obviously, Croatia. If you're Croatian, I technically probably am in some way, but yeah, Croatia making a World Cup. Russia, Argentina.
You know at this game, right?
We were there as a friendly. It was diabolical. As a game. I mean, the fans were cool. Nice little tifo. I loved Russia. Russia. This is a
Did they scream it?
Yeah. Russia.
Oh, I love that.
Russia. Boom. But I think we have a little insert still on me and Timsy having a nice in Russia.
Day 3.
Yes. We're going to the game Argentina against Russia.
Yes.
The World Cup final is going to be played at this ground. It's actually
it is,
quite
if
cool.
you can see it, it's all the way over there.
It just feels Russian.
We are now in the stadium. The atmosphere is sick. Whenever Russia get the ball, like now, look at it, it's going mad! Even Vuj is involved, go on. Everyone has their lights out. This atmosphere is incredible.
I haven't seen the insert, but I'm sure it was fucking banging. If you're Russian, tell us how much are you looking forward to the World Cup? Russia. What are you expecting? Where should the fans go? What food should they eat? I loved pirozhok, blini. I loved kvass. Shout out fucking Russia, man. It felt like home, but a much more richer home and powerful home. As we move on to England, Germany, 0-0. As we move away from England, Germany, and we move on to Ivory Coast, Morocco.
Wicked.
Right?
Yeah.
Did you watch it?
Bruv, yeah.
What happened?
English people are easily impressed. Loftus-Cheek nutmeg 2 people. Oh, Loftus-Cheek, he's fucking incredible. I'm seeing arguments. Is Loftus-Cheek better than Dele Alli? I just said to myself, I have to take a sense of consciousness out of this whole... I cannot moan about England no more. Germany played Mesut Ozil, the most least defensive person on the whole planet, centre midfield. And the game was 0-0.
All right, well, look, I didn't watch it. I was in Russia. Just God knows what the hell I was doing. But 0-0 in Germany doesn't give any hope. We got a draw against Germany. I mean, we got a point in our group, basically, which is good. We might finish above them. Let's move on to North Africa and the African qualifiers, where Morocco fucking won 2-0 against Ivory Coast. Ivory Coast needed a win to go through. They have been knocked out, and Morocco are going to go through to the World Cup, finishing top of their group. Ellie was over there. Let's take it over to Ellie because he was in Ivory Coast, and that must have been a sad thing.
All right, Po and Vuj, welcome to Côte d'Ivoire. We are here for the 6th episode of Real International Break. Africa, our final continent. There's horses on the streets. There's fans everywhere. 8,000 Moroccans have arrived. The game's completely sold out because it's do or die. One of these teams are going to the World Cup. Côte d'Ivoire have to win. Morocco just have to draw more or win. And it is absolutely crazy. And it's not just here. Peru fans are taking over New Zealand right now. The Swedish fans are going mad. Irish fans are taking over Denmark, Australians are in Honduras, and of course we've just dropped our latest episode in Argentina where it was Messi's last chance to save his legacy, save Argentina from not going to a World Cup. What we captured was absolutely insane with the Church of Maradona, and it's all up now on the Real International Break. Check it out and fucking embrace the international break, boys. It's the last one. It's mental and we're in Africa. Sorry.
Shout out Elie Menja, man. He has been out here showing us the international break does matter to many people, apart from the entitled English. 2-0 to Morocco. For the first time, I think, in a long time that they've qualified. The scenes in France were crazy. They basically fucking started a riot, how many of them there were. Mass celebrations in Morocco. I'm sure we have some footage popping up now. Morocco, shout out to them. Tunisia did also make the World Cup, qualifying.
Oh my, you know Russia's going to be mad.
4 Arab nations going to the World Cup for the first time ever in Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Tunisia and Egypt.
North Africans are crazy, you know.
I know, fam. Anyway, Tunisia fans, tell us what you expected from Tunisia at the World Cup again. I think after 1998. I can't remember the last time you guys were there. It's been a while. But we also do have Senegal, the country of Sadio Mane. I could see them doing bits.
And Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, I think Senegal
and Akon
could do well. They made it also from Africa. And obviously, of course, Egypt and Nigeria, very strong finishers, making the World Cup. Shout out to Alex Iwobi. He's very happy. Maybe seeing him out there in Russia.
Shout out Iwobi getting the goal that took them there in the first place. My G.
Shout out Iwobes. He's made it to the World Cup. As we move on, we have the Intercontinental Playoffs, and Peru played New Zealand. It was 0-0, loads of 0-0s. I mean, look, even Honduras, Australia, 0-0. Like
you know why though?
Intercontinental playoffs. I know nobody wants to fucking lose.
No one.
Nobody. You're not trying to lose a World Cup playoff. I didn't manage to keep up with these games and watch out what happened in the Honduras, Australia.
You're doing your thing in Russia.
That's Russia thing, innit? Or getting a cold and that. I reckon Peru at home really and truly should do the job against New Zealand.
Come on, Roberto Solano, old school.
Aussies basically can't really be conceding at home. Australia against Honduras.
Team Kale's
it's a tough one because Honduras are not an easy team to play against. Who is your favourites? I'm gonna say the Aussies and the Peruvians are gonna make it through. Let's point to the camera and say, what a guy! Skills Twix, what a guy. Cedric Beckham for scoring the first offside hat-trick. 49th minute, 65th minute, 85th minute, all disallowed. Jay Suppress Romain, to myself for coping. Have a nice day after tragically missing the last drop. Well, I mean, well done for making it, because those pink ones are done forever. Jacquez Noltenel, what a guy to the Vibar gang with their weird viewiness of BBC One Extra. What a guy, Timsy meeting Lionel Messi. What a guy to Vuj for having a cold out in Russia and in England. What a guy to all the Blackpool fans finally getting their wish to have the Oystons out of the club for them having to pay $5 million in a court case. What a guy to Eddie for amazing documentary on Messi, absolute madness. Callum Bird, Andrea Pirlo, he announced his retirement this week, legend. Luke Gibbons, what a guy to Pope for bringing back Huff Socks. Ukush Mishra, what a guy for my school team who got relegated last season, but this season won the Division 2 and all that other local competition. Now he's the best out school team in the country and technically from the 2nd division.
Can I just say what a guy to you? Because that's the first time you've done that and I've understood everything you said.
Yeah, why we give it to fucking Timsy meeting Lionel Messi?
Bro, do you know what? Timsy was so happy about. Timsy, come here. Raise your voice, you don't have a clip mic.
Oh yeah, sorry. Well, what do I have to say?
Just like, how did you meet Messi? What happened?
Yo,
big man, that's a mad thing.
Come on, fam.
Yo, Tim's
Don't put that in, don't put that in.
Like,
put it in. How did you meet Messi? What happened?
Okay, so we went to this Adidas event. We were out in Russia.
It was the revealing of the Telstar 18 ball.
The World Cup boys chatting shit.
And we had a feeling, we heard from somewhere that Messi might be there, but there were all the other legends like Podolski, Del Piero, everyone on the stage. And then they were like, oh, I think we might need someone to translate for Messi. So you might have to go up on stage. And we were like, oh, God, okay, fine. Like, let me mentally prepare myself. And then like an hour before, they were like, yeah, so the guy asking the question is not going to be there either. So I think you have to like basically present it. And I'm like, mad. Okay.
So basically, Timsy hosted. But shout out Timsy though. So how was it speaking to Messi? On an accident thing?
It's unbelievable. Like, he's like, it was weird to see him like drink water because it's like, oh, you're human.
Danny.
And he likes to, when he checks his phone, he likes to check the Explore page on Instagram.
Wow. Messi checks the Explore page on Instagram.
An exclusive. You heard it here first. Make that the fucking title. Clickbait. Messi checks fucking Instagram Explore page.
Thank you, Tim.
That's sick, Tims, man.
Go on. I mean, look, 2 weeks in a row, Tim's been winning it. We're on to 2-2s this week on social. Obviously, there's the image of Timsy and Lionel Messi.
The fact that this is not Photoshop is just like you can see that it's genuine happiness.
Who says winning careers next top model doesn't open doors?
And Vuja, it's all down to you because you expose it. Don't leave me hanging because there's people watching. Thank you so much.
Come on, cuz. Obviously, man's Timsy's manager. I've been telling people still, but no one ain't trying to holler me. It's cool. He's forgotten about man already, you know.
Come on, cuz.
But I rate that because he's made it still. Puppy watch. Shocking lack of respect from your old time mascot Jolly Green Giant. No shirt, Poppy, and smirking during silence. Former president of my grandma has just left his home in Canada to report for jury duty at the Daily Centre. Imagine being on trial for some weak ass shit and you look over and see Barack in the jury. You're still going to jail, but that shit would be lit. A man sent me this. Man can never be hot.
What?
Man can never be hot. Mad.
Man can never be... Fam, send me that image.
How can Demi Lovato put this up and someone said, I thought DJ Khaled just graduated. Everyone, that was the International Break Show. Obviously, man's not hot. Shout out Poet, shout out myself, shout out
Michael Dapper.
Shout out Michael Dapper, shout out football. Obviously, the official World Cup ball.
Did you not get it?
Yeah, that's it still.
How can I ask you, did you not get it? I just started staring at it.